Alright, looks like the stream is going pretty well. So yes, I'm going to be flying this Turkish F-4E equipped with GBU 12 laser guided bombs and a PAVE spike to be able to designate them. And so the premise of the mission is pretty simple. I've built a nice little base at this area here. There's going to be smoke on one of the buildings. It's going to help me to find the targets, and basically if I zoom in you'll be able to see that this is our target building. Somebody started a fire in the backyard, so we know it's the correct building. And so we'll start with this building, and then we have a series of trucks parked here, some bunkers like barracks buildings and other vehicles in the yard there. So we're gonna try to go like, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 or something like that, like for the targets. Maybe the vehicles here could be 3 and this could be 4. And so I've got 4 bombs. We'll try to get them all on target. It's easier said than done with the PAVE spike. A lot of it is done manually, so hopefully I can set it up properly and you can enjoy watching. Go, just want to check this is still going well. Great. So as we start the mission, lots of things will have to happen very quickly. So one of the things I'll want to do is, of course I only have one waypoint in this mission, it doesn't really matter, but just in terms of a practice, I'm gonna hold that waypoint in memory. That way from my navigation system here, I'll be able to get back to it fairly easily, and more importantly get a good readout of the distance, because that also helps in the targeting. You can't slave the PAVE spike to a waypoint like you would be able to do so with an F-16 or F-18 or F-15, modern planes like that. So you're basically just judging from your distance and all that. So that's gonna be something to do. And then I'll have to set up my hard points. I think the fusing looks like it's already done, but you want nose tail. I'll select bombs and target find. As we can see up top, the WRCS is already selected, and I will select quantity of 1 bomb per drop. And I think we're supposed to set the reticle at 35, so we'll try to work with that if we need to use the reticle as an aim point. So let's try to get a lot of these things done very quickly. So I'll start by just turning on my autopilot. There we go. So this is good. That's always the wonderful thing here. Holding. There. And so we've got this. We want those 2. Target find, bombs, quantity 1. Master arm is on. I'll switch to the back seat for a second just to make sure that this is in the right position there. I will go back to the front seat, put that on TV, and now we have this. Now we already see the smoke in the distance, so I have one of my switches to activate this, and now I can move the camera. Normally it would be done from the back seat, but it's just me. And if I want to zoom, I also have a key for that, so there we go. So already I'm able to bring this pretty close to the target, and we're 23 miles out. So yes, I haven't set my reticle yet, so I'll put that into 35. I hope I don't necessarily need to use it, but it could be useful. And now as you can see, the camera has moved a little bit off target, so I want to keep that as much as possible on target. And I'm also looking through the HUD, trying to position my reticle on top of the target just to help the bombs a little. Miles. So the TV is fairly blurry. Now we're getting a pretty good indication of our building. Looks like a square, I guess, right? So I'm gonna hold down the bomb release button.
And that's 510.
We'll wait for the bomb release. Okay, bomb has released. We'll position the laser on the building and we'll try to keep it there near the base of the building. I think we're doing pretty good. Hopefully the laser will still be able to laze through that smoke. We do have an impact. Let's go check. I'll use this Jeep here. Okay, so we did hit just in front of the building. So I guess we'll probably need to do another pass on that same target. Now because of the smoke, I'll try to come more like from the side. So I'm going to change my direction. Instead of heading east, I'm going to head north. I'll try to come in like in a southern direction towards the target. So the target is in there. Yeah. Now the pave spike has sort of kept a memory of the general area, so I won't have to retarget everything. We'll see how it goes, but we've already lost one of our bombs that didn't destroy a target, so that's kind of a bummer. So now I can check my distance. I'm 7 miles. Once I get to maybe 10-12 miles, I'll be able to come back and go for another pass. Trying to keep my situational awareness, know where everything is. I guess at that distance, not too bad to start my turn. Now we're heading west. Continue heading west a little bit. And now we'll turn towards the target. Try to steer clear of that cloud. And there we go. Something like that. We'll get the autopilot on again. Try to get our altitude hold. Gonna move the camera near the building. Hold the pickled button.
We're showing 490.
Bomb away. It's a bit of a sport keeping it on target. Kaboom. I think this time we might have had it. Yeah, that looks like a good hit. Alright. So what I'll do now is I'll just reset the camera in front, because we are practicing, right? So there we go. Camera's going back to the front there. Gonna head back west. And then we'll try to restart and maybe get some of the vehicles, the trucks, something like that. So let's head west. Autopilot on. Altitude hold is engaged. So we still have 2 bombs. Got a visual of the smoke there, and that big line you see there, that's the border between Syria and Turkey. So right now we're flying in Syria. These targets we're hitting are some evildoers that were coming into the through the border in Turkey and doing bad things in Turkey, so now we're striking them back. Something to that effect. So distance, we're at 12 miles, so I guess we'll turn around now. Ooh, okay. Turn too fast. So we're bringing our waypoint back in front of us. We should see the smoke, yes. Again, I'm going to set my autopilot. There we go. I'm going to unzoom and then try to locate the target. Zoom back in. Try to see if we can spot those trucks. I think that's them right there. There, let's hold the pickle button. It's going to tell me where to go.
500. 510 knots.
I think I'll have to reassign the keys I've set to move the camera, because while I hold down the pickle button I can't move this. I should put it on the throttle. But I think the bomb will be able to make its corrections necessary to get to these trucks. Kaboom! We got him. Alright. And then we'll go for those two vehicles there, MTLBs. So again, we'll move away from the target, and then we'll try to come back. It's kind of funny to look at the camera upside down. So as we can see, there is a little bit of cloud cover. So maybe as I come back, I'll try to do it a little bit lower, which forces us to be fairly precise, because the bomb doesn't have as much maneuvering room when we're flying lower. So I'm going to remove the altitude hold, remove the autopilot, 12 miles, and as we turn, we'll go below those clouds. Now I'm trying to spot my smoke. There it is. Did that work? Nope. Now it's working. But now we're in the cloud. Okay, that should work. And so let's unzoom. Where are we now with this camera? There are the targets. I think we want to be about there. Looks right.
Be a hero. 480 coming up.
Bomb away. I want these vehicles. Maybe if we can get some of those barrack buildings at the same time. Kaboom. Yeah. Got a tent, a barrack, and the two vehicles. And as you can see, we've run out of bombs. So at this point, we would have to go back home. So we can reset the camera. And so let's just go check the damage we've done here. Just pause this. So there are some civilian vehicles on fire, but we did destroy these MTLBs, one of the barracks buildings, a tent. These trucks here are all on fire. The building here caught fire earlier, but I thought it would be destroyed. I guess not. In the previous attempt when I was practicing before, I completely eliminated the building. Oh, and I think I had like another building here. We only see like a wooden structure left, but it was one of those sandbag buildings with an antenna, so I guess they won't be able to call for backup. But if we hadn't lost one of our bombs on this building there originally, I probably would have been able to drop the last one on those 3 remaining buildings here, which would have pretty much cleared up the whole camp. So it's a fun little practice mission I created. I wasn't too sure what I was going to do with that base when I created it. It's a bit with the Masson objects. But then I decided, hey, I want to sort of train with my laser guided bombs. and this seemed like a fun thing to try. So I hope you enjoyed the little video.